Hey you guys, I'm back again. Make sure this camera's rolling. It is rolling. Back again to share with you guys my exciting mini Bayonetta collection that I have. It's not very much, but I have more inside my room. I have the books from the Eyes of Bayonetta, and I have a few other Japanese release books that came out. I have the limited edition hardcover of the original Bayonetta 1 strategy guide, which is really cool. The book is very thick, about yay thick. If you have that book, it's worth a lot of money if you have it, or if you can somehow find it. I got lucky and found it on eBay, used for like 105 bucks is what I paid for it. Really cheap considering how rare it is. But I know I could probably easily flip the book and sell it for about maybe $400. It's a good book, and if you don't have it, you should buy it. But on to the games that I have of here, Bayonetta. As you can see, you guys thought I was playing around. You thought I was just joking and just being a troll or whatever. You can see I own the PS3 version of Bayonetta. The discs aren't in there. I took out all the discs because my house got broken into, and I didn't trust it, and my PS3 and 360 got stolen. So it's okay though, I can still. The only thing I'm gonna miss is my Bayonetta original saves. I have the 360 version, and I have also the Wii U version here, which is the custom cover art that I had made for this. I had to get it made up because it's like it doesn't really exist. So I had to get a custom copy made, and this is it here. It looks really cool. Same thing as the original. And I have the Bayonetta 2. Now, this action game is by far, despite what the Game Awards has said on October 5th, that Shadow of Mordor is the best action game, which is total malarkey. I mean, I can probably see if they had giant orcs in the game that are probably fighting one another, and you can summon orcs out using the Lord of the Rings. I don't really follow the Lord of the Rings very much, so I don't know very much about it. But if you can do something like that in the game, that'd be pretty cool. But that kind of game, you cannot summon orcs. You can't summon orcs to fight on your behalf and things like that, and summon angels and demons. It's just not that kind of game. It's more of a grounded kind of a game that plays similar to Assassin's Creed, but it has some unique elements like the Nemesis system in it. I heard which is good by some people's accounts. That's basically it. Bayonetta was quite frankly robbed, of that title, and of being the best action game of the year. Even though Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Got it, Nintendo's station actually got it, which is obvious. They were going to give something to Mario, because Mario always gets something every year, because Nintendo's always taking the same franchise, remaking it and making it better, But back to Bayonetta 2. This game, okay, for the people, I'm going to tell you something. For the people that did not like Bayonetta 1, for whatever reason you didn't like Bayonetta 1, it wasn't to your standards and liking for an action game or a game in general. You didn't like the game because you felt like it was too soft or too girly or whatever, or maybe you don't like women being main heroines in games. Who knows? Maybe you have a little bias. Maybe. I wouldn't say everybody does, but some people do. You see male characters in the game because males are supposedly the dominant species of the earth, whatever. You have to play Bayonetta 2. You have to play Bayonetta 2. Don't just dismiss the Bayonetta 2 because of the fact that you didn't like the first game. Don't dismiss it. It's a terrible mistake. When I went back into Bayonetta 1 before, for the Wii U, I noticed there's a few flaws in the game. Not a lot of people actually discussed it originally because I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't really play around with the combat in the original Bayonetta. But when you use the Umbran Spear, the camera doesn't actually follow you. In Bayonetta 2, the camera follows you very nicely, and the combat is just so well chained together. It just can't help but just feel good. It's like a get high. It's like smoking weed and and taking and dipping it in alcohol and trying to set it on fire and light it and smoke it. I hate to compare it to that, but it's a really, really good action game. It's a really good game. It really feels well rounded um, than the first game. I have to say, man, everything from the torture attacks. It's almost like what the gentleman on I forget the guy's name on IGN said. They gave the game a 9.5. This game literally makes you think about how to chain combos together. It's not just like going in there and just killing enemies. It's about stylistically killing enemies. And that's the get high part of Bayonetta that makes it better than Ninja Gaiden, God of War, better than Devil May Cry in a lot of respects. The original Devil May Cry in a lot of respects. It was made by Hideki Kamiya, the same guy that made Bayonetta 2. So people on the internet that's troll and say, oh, well, Bayonetta is just a Devil May Cry ripoff. No, it is not. It's made by the same person, so it's not a ripoff. Okay, so get your facts straight, people. Bayonetta is the best action game of this year, and that is 100% true. Shadow of Mordor and Dragon Age don't come close in terms of action. I mean, maybe gameplay, but in the action genre, hell no. You're not gonna stop Bayonetta. Bayonetta is like a bullet train that cannot be stopped, and you set up explosions at the end of that stop, blow it up, and the train still keeps going. I mean, that's Bayonetta 2. That's what describes Bayonetta 2 to me. You have some people on the internet that's dismissing this game and saying, well, I didn't like the first game. You got guys like Broken Games that are saying that, oh man, I don't want to try this game. He's a guy that actually supported Bayonetta 2, which I actually give him applaud for buying the game and supporting it mostly than what some Nintendo fanboys actually did, like he mentioned in this video, other than just being keyboard warriors and saying that they're I'm gonna buy the game day one, and then they're still on forums asking dumb, retarded questions like, does Bayonetta 1 come on disc with Bayonetta 2? And I want to tell you guys, quite frankly, it does, and it's no DLC. So this is your best bet, man. You get Bayonetta 1 with Bayonetta 2. You get two of the greatest action games, supposedly, is said, and which I believe ever made. You just can't beat the value of it. You guys should not wait for a price drop for this game. This game is worth more than $60. It literally is worth more than $60. And for what you're getting, Nintendo's actually giving you a free game. I mean, what companies do you know, other than digital releases, gives you something physical like a disc that you can hold in your hand? I'm gonna just hold one of the discs I got from my Wii U recently, Tekken or Bully or whatever. I just got Tekken a little while ago. Very rare game. Gives you a disc that you can hold in your hand and say, okay, this is something that you can have, you can touch, it's tangible, and we're gonna give you this for free. And if you get Bayonetta on the eShop, you can get it for $50. And if you just choose to buy Bayonetta 1, it's like $10. But it's still gonna run you $60. You're still getting it for free. Because Bayonetta, quite frankly, is a $60 game. It comes with online co-op, offline co-op. You can play it offline as well. Not a lot of people actually said that. Not a lot of people actually know that you can play Bayonetta 2's online co-op actually offline if you want to. It's a little less fun than doing it with a partner, but it's really cool. If you can't get an internet connection, or where you live you can't get an internet connection. I just wanted to say that they have a few things that I'm going to be looking for. I have the Bayonetta first print edition. I see a lot of unboxings for this. It's really cool. I saw it. I refused to open it. This is still sealed in the packet, and I'm not opening it. No way I'm opening it. I still want to get the Climax Edition for the 360 and PS3. So if someone has that and you have it, I will buy it off of you for maybe $100 to maybe $300 if you have it like brand new sealed. I will pay for it. So if anyone has that, and just send me a message on mine or leave a comment in the section below if you have the game. I'll buy it off of you. Kind of choking a little bit there, but I believe it came with the Scarborough Fair. That would have been really cool had they included Love Is Blue, the guns, and Bayonetta 2 with this game, but they didn't. It comes with like an art book inside here, and the game, for the European edition. With Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, it has their own cases in like the US version. But one last keynote. I wanted to just two last keynotes actually. For those of you Wii U people out there that has something against Nintendo or whatever, you should definitely, now is the time to start really considering buying a Wii U now. Wii U is getting good games, especially right now. Next year they're going to have the Devil's Third coming out, which looks really cool. They're going to brush up the graphics. A lot of people said they didn't like the graphics in this year's build actually. They didn't like the graphics, but Ninja Gaiden, the original creator of Ninja Gaiden, 1 and 2 on the 360 and PS3 is with Nintendo now, and they're making a game called Devil's Third. For these people I know, it's a little backstory. And it is going to be a shooter / hack and slash game, and it has multiplayer, online multiplayer, and I believe it's probably going to have offline multiplayer as well. Really awesome looking game. Something else I intend to buy for my Wii U. They're going to have Pokken Fighters. They're going to have Captain Toad's Tracker came out already. What else? God, the new Zelda game, of course, which looks really cool. I intend on buying that for my Wii U. I still gotta get around to buying a few other things like The Evil Within. I'm taking my PS3 back on my 360. Buying those games, getting those games back. But just wanted to make one last stride for Bayonetta. I hope this game somehow gets 1 million sales worldwide. Even though some people actually came out and said, it was hard to get the US copy of this game. This is the first print edition, like I told you guys before. It was really hard because Nintendo doesn't. They make the games and put it out there, but I don't know if you guys know this. When you go to buy a Wii U game, stores like GameStop do not stock games that aren't made by Nintendo, and especially if it's not a big brand like Mario. If it's Mario Kart, fine. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, fine. They'll stock those games in boatloads. But everything else, like Bayonetta, is really hard to find. The GameStop that is like right down the street from me does not have any stock of Bayonetta 2 whatsoever. I guess it's like one of the least requested games that GameStop that no one brought it. Anyway, who cares? Whatever. But I'm gonna continue to support the Bayonetta franchise, and I'm a fan. As you can see, I own all 3 copies. I played them. I even endured the slow frame rate of the PS3 version, which isn't so bad until you get to like the last boss battle. You can kind of feel the difference between the 360 and PS3 version if you play it. It doesn't feel as exciting. It just feels like it's just watering it down a little bit. It doesn't feel as exciting and high octane. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Bayonetta is gonna have a figure coming out next year, which I'm actually going to be buying. It's going to be $250, for a 13-inch figure. I'd say it's about a little higher than this, about yay high. The figure that has been getting tossed around for like the longest now, and apparently Sega is coming together with the creator of the statue, and we're finally releasing it after all these years, like about maybe 5 years ago. They revealed it, and they're finally releasing it now in June 2015. I am pre-ordering it. That is it. I own the Fat Company edition, which is pretty cool. I still have it. I took it out of my box. It got kind of dusty, but I was like, oh, stick it back in there. Keep it in there for the collector's purposes. Now, if we try to get that figure now, brand new, it is worth $350. So I can only imagine a year after June 2015 rolls around and everyone buys out those figures, because there's a lot of PVC collectors out there, and Bayonetta, you have to have Bayonetta in your collection if you're a collector. That's just on the side note. I'm getting it, you know. That's all I'm going to say for this video, and that's it. Buy Bayonetta for Christmas. She makes the best action game. Even if you're not a fan, give it a try, give it a rent, pass it down to your friends, purchase Bayonetta, hashtag Operation Platinum, it's still alive, whatever, whatever. That's it. Bye.